Hey there, it's Martha, and if you're new, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. I have my What I've Been Warming weekly video here, and it was a good week. I did good. So I'm excited to share what I warmed this week. If you are curious to hear my thoughts of these, my warm reviews basically on what I melted, then stick around. All right. I have Scentsy. I have 6 Scentsy bars, and then I have a number of, my vendors and things there. And then I have a couple of non-wax things at the end that I'll share. So let's get started with Scentsy. And I'm going to start off with these two here. So I'll start off with Counting the Stars, and then I'll get into Wide Open Spaces. I have been enjoying warming kind of like scents together, or maybe part of the same collection on the same day when I can. Sometimes it doesn't work out that way, but on this particular day, I warmed Counting Stars downstairs and Wide Open Spaces upstairs. So I'm going to start off with a question here for you. Do you warm different scents throughout your home? Like, do you have areas, like zones, or do you have, it's the same scent everywhere, right? Are you warming the same scent all over the place? And so let me know. I tend to do upstairs, downstairs, and keep them different. And I do that so that I'm less likely to become nose blind, because if I don't smell something, I can go somewhere else where there's a different scent, acclimate to that scent, and then move back downstairs, that kind of thing. I don't know, but let me know what you do, because that's what I do. So Counting the Stars, I warm this downstairs. This has scent notes of, off of the top of my head, I know there was leather and strawberry. That for sure. And maybe white woods. But I definitely get the leather, like strong, and the strawberry. This one was a scent that I did not like. No, it wasn't terrible. It wasn't like I can't stand it, I'm throwing it away. But the first hour and a half, when I was just letting it warm, I got a lot of that leather and I got a lot of strawberry. And I'm not a fan in general of Scentsy strawberry. That's a note that I see when I see it in a Scentsy bar. I usually stay away unless I hear from people like it's not heavy. But this one definitely got those two. And something about those two notes melding together made it smell like a foot. So I was getting a big kind of funky foot smell that I get every once in a while. I don't know. I don't have a better way to describe it, but funky foot. And I almost took it out of my warmers after an hour and a half, because it's like, you know what? I have so much wax. It's like, do I really want to sit here and go, But I got busy. That day. I was working from home. Their meetings were happening. I really didn't have time to change out the warmer. So I did let it ride. And I will say that after that 2 hour and a half mark, it toned down. That note went away almost, right? Maybe it lingered a little bit. So it made it much more, not pleasurable, but I enjoyed it a little bit more. But it's still not a bar that is for me. So this is Counting the Stars. That is just the best review ever. Okay, this next one is Wide Open Spaces. So this is also from the Plains collection. And both of these are scents from last year, probably somewhere around this time, maybe September, October. And this is the first time warming it for me. I was holding on to these for a while. Now, this one is a different story. This also, I believe, has leather in it. White leather. That's it. This one has white leather. Is there such thing, really? Leather's leather. Like, it's all leather. But I don't know. Someone tell me the difference if you know. White leather is just leather that's been treated to be white. But anyway, this is vanilla, white leather, and sugarcane, I believe. So this one, a lot prettier. And this one I actually did enjoy much more. I had this going in both of the bedrooms. So this was kind of all upstairs. I liked the vanilla in here, the sugar. This was much, much better. And this was one that if I had purchased more, I think or if it was being offered today, let me back up my thoughts. Sometimes my brain, these are not coordinating, but if this was available today, I'd get a couple bars. I wouldn't club it, but I'd get a couple bars. So anyway, this is Wide Open Spaces. I enjoyed that one. That was a good one. And both of those were very strong, long-lasting performers. I have a tendency to not leave anything on more than, sometimes 30 hours max, but I do tend to change out my wax, even though it's still has scent to it. All right, this next one is My Wish. My Wish has scent notes of fig and violet and marshmallows. So this is a scent that I did buy a couple because I was thinking, and this is from Bring Back My Bar of 2023, July of 2023. I did buy a couple. I didn't want to club it because this isn't a club bar, but I felt like I liked it enough to have a couple more bars on hand. I made the mistake of warming this soon before bed, and this is a pretty heavy, it is heavy, especially for, a bedroom, a smaller space. So this was one in the middle of the night. I did have to turn off a warmer. So 2 would have been enough for at least the nighttime, right? Where my nose was like, I just want to go to sleep, but I keep smelling it. So I did have to turn off a warmer, but I do like this scent. I think the marshmallow for me really is very creamy, like a cream puff, like a marshmallow puff is really what it smells like. And so that comes off nice and strong. The violet, and I just filmed my no-no video, so that's coming up this week. The violet in here, I think, is what I don't love about it. But I like fig. I like fig a lot. So this was one of those where it's just that one little note that I don't love, but I like. There's something about it that I do like this scent, but it's not a love. But anyway, that is My Wish from the Bring Back My Bar, July of 2023. This next one here is Fearless by Nature. This is from the Frozen 2 collection. This was juicy. This one I've had since August of last year, and you can see there's a little green there. This one got juicy. I enjoy this bar a lot. It's just clean, fresh. It's got sage. I think it's got wildflowers. Very pretty. It does lean masculine to me, but like a clean smelling, I always think of a soap. It always makes me think of like some kind of manly soap, but not cologne-y, not overly masculine, just clean and fresh. But I would say more like a unisex scent. So that is Fearless by Nature. And that's a great performer. Then we have Pink Berry Fluff. I've had this since April of last year. This, I want to say, came out, was either, I think, it was either Easter or Valentine's Day of 2023. One of those. I really like this scent. This might be my last bar. I don't think I clubbed it, but really pretty. It's got, what's in this? It definitely has marshmallow and cream. And what else is in here? Is there sandalwood? But there's something, amber. I don't know. I'm trying to think all over the place, but it's a good scent, great bedroom scent. It is on the lighter side. It was last year. I feel like curing it made this much stronger. I feel like this was stronger this time around than last year. I do remember last year I had to put six cubes in the bedroom, but it's one that just lasts a long time. So it's not a punch in your face, but it's one that lasts a really, really long time. This one, I can smell it all over the upstairs, and it lingered for a long time. So that's Pink Berry Fluff. Beautiful scent. Maybe there's jasmine in here. I don't know. There is a floral something in here, but it's a beautiful scent. So that's Pink Berry Fluff. All right, and last of the Scentsy bars, this is Tropic Nectar. I have 4 left, so I didn't finish this one, and I just can't. I think I'm really over summer, fruity, tropical scents that I'm trying hard to just finish off maybe 1 or 2 this week, and then we're on to fall. But this is Tropic Nectar. I know this has like agave nectar, and this might have nectarine in it as well, or some kind of a stone fruit. Is it peach? It's not peach. It's a stone fruit. There might be also a little bit of like tangerine. There's a citrus in here as well. But anyway, good performer. Not my favorite. It wasn't a favorite last year. I liked it enough last year when it came out, but not one that I would have repurchased. I just ended up with a lot of these somehow. I think I went to the Scentsy World Tour and I got some. This was not a favorite of my friends, so I got some more. I don't know how I ended up with so many of these, but I'm kind of over this scent. So anyway, this is Tropic Nectar. I just warmed it because I had it. So that was the Scentsy scents. And I will say, just as a kind of preview, I have from my, what month are we in? From my August melting basket, of all the Scentsy that I put in there, I just have these two left. And it's Ruby Nectarine and Blue Grotto. To be honest, I don't think I'm going to be in the mood to melt Blue Grotto. So we'll see where I end up with that basket. But I'm like pretty much done with that August melting basket. So next week will be this current week, I'll be warming a lot of Rose Girls for the Rose Girls challenge and probably just throwing in some fall scents. So let's move on to vendor wax. Perfect timing because I ran out of battery and I figured I'd sort out my vendors. So I like to clump them together when I'm doing these reviews. And I'm laughing because, you know, when there's a song, it becomes an earworm, right? Where it's just in your head over and over and over and over and over and over again. This entire time, pretty much these past few hours, in my brain, in a loop, is Chappelle Roan. And it's that song Good Luck Babe, and it's this entire video, it's going on in my head. I'm hearing it, I'm hearing her singing, belting it out. But if you are familiar with her, Tara, I know you get this. Hopefully it's not an earworm for you, but I mean, I like the song, I can't help it. I love the song, but it's stuck in my head. But anyway, Good Luck Babe, look it up. This is from the Candle Nurse. And I think it might be time for glasses, but maybe not. I think I can handle this. So the Candle Nurse, this is the Cellar. This is mulled apples, fresh fig. I tried. Rosy. There, I was like, what is that word? Okay, rosy nuances of pink pepper, warm musk, and cedarwood. So this was poured June 4th, 2024. Typically with vendor wax, I do like to let it sit and cure, but I really wanted to try her wax. I know she just had a pre-order. Might still be going on, maybe. She was going to try to leave it open as long as possible, but this is the Cellar. I got this as a sample, and it's fabulous. This was fabulous. The mulled apples, it's not apple. I'm very picky with apple. It's mulled apples. It's like spiced apples. There was something about it. And these were like little rosettes, like three tiny little samples. I don't know how many ounces this is that I put in the bedroom because it was a sample. I wanted to keep it in a smaller room. I left this on for 2 days, 24/7 warmers going. It was fantastic. It smells like a cellar, like a wine cellar, kind of, like what you want a wine cellar to smell like. But it's not wine, but it's those mulled spices and apples, and really beautiful, 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 beautiful. So that was the Cellar. Then I warmed Maya Dressed in Black Downstairs in Open Space. This is tobacco leaves, vanilla, tonka bean, pink sugar, and sugar cookie royale. I warmed 3 of the 6 pieces. And in all honesty, I probably should have put 4 in for the Open Space because just with the 3, it was softer. It was there, but it was probably me not using it. I could have used 1 more warmer, I guess is what I'm saying. But because there were 6, I didn't want to, I don't know, I wanted to just use half and then use the other half. But that being said, I really enjoyed the scent. This is a great one. I know this has been a very popular one for her as well. Pretty soft, perfumey. Yeah, this is good. I'm trying so hard to be good, but wow, I really would love next time. Next time I will go in on some more pre-orders because I did enjoy the scent a lot. The Sugar Cookie Royale is nice and all of those scents. But again, it was softer for me, but that's because this could probably do with a little more curing time because this is a newer pour. It was poured May. Sorry, I have something in my throat. Poured in May. And like I said, for that larger space, I should have put in one more of those little bunts. Then in the bedroom, I had Purple Pillow Palace. This is Beach After Dark, which is her house blend, lavender marshmallows, iced vanilla woods, and sweet lavender. This was poured in June, so also a fresh pour for me. I'm not like my friend Christine that just throws stuff in the warmer right when she gets it. I like to let mine sit for a while. This was a very pretty scent. It's a soft scent, so this was beautiful for the bedroom. It was soft. You got that lavender. And lasted, I mean, I did take it out. I had this probably from 4 p.m. to the next day till about 10 in the morning the next day. So I don't know how many hours that is, but it was a soft, pretty scent. I can smell it in the room. But I would probably also let this sit and cure just a little bit more, but loved it. Fantastic as far as scent goes. All right. And then we're going to move on to my one and only, I think, Knowles Farm Scent Melt of the Week. This is Fearless. This is lemon, cake mix, butter, mandarin zest, sugar, and vanilla. Fearless. So this is for people who are not afraid of lemon. This is a very strong lemon, but I love lemon. For me, lemon just reminds me of some clean. It's a great kind of scented air purifier. You know, after dinner, after the smells, this is a clear out, open the windows, let the lemon just get everywhere and make everything feel clean. So this is a very strong lemon scent, but it's got a sweetness to it as well from the cake mix and the butter. And this is a long lasting scent. I had this downstairs. I had this for a full day and I put this in the bathroom and I had it in the bathrooms for 2 days with the door closed. You can still smell it on the second day. So this was a strong one. That is Fearless from Knowles Farm Scents. Then from Britta's, we have Warm Bodies. This is Blue Sugar, Pink Sugar, Sugar Cookie Royale, and Vanilla Bean Marshmallows. This was poured in February of this year. So this has been curing for a while. And Warm Bodies. You can see I got a little yes and a happy face. Love this scent. I warmed this downstairs in open space. This was a ghosty, which I think is about 3 ounces, if I remember correctly. And the Sugar Cookie Royale in here was fantastic. The Vanilla Bean Marshmallow was nice in making it sweet. And the mix of the pink sugar and the blue sugar, fantastic. So I really enjoyed this one. When I first got this and did a first sniff, I thought the blue sugar was like, it's a lot of blue sugar coming in there. But after it's cured for a little while, sat for a little while, warmed, fantastic. So I would definitely get more of this one. This is Warm Bodies from Britta's. Then we have Phantasm. This is Blue Sugar, Twinkies, and Vanilla Ice Cream. Phantasm. This one I also warmed downstairs on a different day. This one, I think the blue sugar was a little bit stronger. And although I like blue sugar, maybe I'm not as much. I liked this one. This is a great blend. But between the two, I liked Warm Bodies much better. This one, I think what was like, not my favorite is the Twinkies, which I like. But I think it's the vanilla ice cream. I don't know. I think it was just the mix of the three made this one okay. So probably one I wouldn't get again, but not bad. I feel like I get just a little tiny bit of a sour note that I'm thinking is either the it's probably not the Twinkie, so it must be the vanilla ice cream. So anyway, that is Phantasm. As far as performance goes, you know, this one lasted a long time. This one actually was a stronger throw, Phantasm, than Warm Bodies, but both worked in open space. Then from Sweet Tooth Scents, this is Mixed Berries, and this is a Parasoy sample. It was 2 cubes, so 2 small cubes. I warmed this in my overnight in the bedroom, kind of in the evening. And yeah, really nice scent. It wasn't super strong, but it was one that hung in the air. I can smell it, but it was a nice, soft, kind of perfect for evening type of scent. So that is Mixed Berry and a really nice berry scent. So from Sweet Tooth Scents. Okay. Then from Rose Girls, I warmed pistachio whipped cream icing. This is from February of 2023. I do double bag my Rose Girls just to keep the scent in because I was getting worried about having so much Rose Girls, but this one, I can smell it. The only thing is that it didn't last a long time. This was about 4 hours, and the throw was just okay. But I love pistachio, but this gave me a little tinge of Play-Doh. I don't know. That's the only thing I'm like, it kind of smells a little bit like Play-Doh. So I think it's the whipped cream icing in there. I'm not sure. So this is, for me, not one that I would repurchase, but is fine. All right. Now I'm going to get into, okay. Zeep. So Zeep is Slice of Paradise. This was gifted to me from Summer Michelle. And this was a wax that this was stuck in there. Like I could not, you could see how messy it is in there. This was one that was not going to pop out. This clamshell was like glued to the clamshell, or the wax was glued to the clamshell. So I had to scoop it out. It was nice that it was soft enough to kind of scoop it out of the clamshell. So that's why it's a little messy here. This one had a tinge of a plastic note, which happens sometimes with clamshells and wax. Not too bad though, not too bad. And this is scent notes of, let's see, strawberries, pineapple, and coconut cream. The coconut cream, I know my no-nos video isn't up yet, but I did mention coconut cream, is one that comes off as waxy and plasticky already. And then you've got that kind of smell from the clamshell. So I couldn't tell if it's the clamshell or the coconut cream, but I do get that even from Scentsy. So it's kind of that same waxy note. But the strawberries were nice. I enjoy the strawberries, and the pineapple was really nice. So when this warmed, that little plastic note did dissipate. So it wasn't strong. I really didn't smell it. And what I got was a strawberry, pineapple, but almost like a doughy. There was like a doughy bread note, which is kind of weird. But that's what I got from it. So actually, this was a lot nicer than I thought. This was Slice of Paradise from Zeep. All right, now we're going to get into, I do share it because it is what I warmed, even though you cannot purchase it. But the reality is, you can't get a lot of the stuff that I warmed and talked about. So I don't mind sharing it. Hopefully you don't mind. But I do have a friend that makes wax, and I was running low on my what I had left in my August melting basket, so I started pulling wax that she's made for me. So I had cherry 7-Up. This was a great throw. That's all I can say. I like cherry. I like 7-Up, so that was really nice. And that same day, so I warmed cherry 7-Up downstairs, and then upstairs I warmed cherry Wink. So cherry was the kind of the what am I trying to say? the scent note, the similar scent note in both of them. And this is Amarina cherries. I don't know. Buttery almond and oatmeal cookie dough base. So this was a nice cherry bakery, which was really good. Then we get into pineapple tangerine. This was a little popsicle. So if you do remember my melting basket, this was a cute popsicle shape. And yeah, I enjoy this one. I kind of cut it up, melted it downstairs. This was a softer one for me, but I warmed it in my Dancing Petals Scentsy warmer. So it's a little softer, but I do find pineapple is very soft for me. Don't know if it's my nose or not. Then upstairs, last night I warmed Beach. This was a scent that I made. This is Beach Slumber Party. It's lavender, beach nights, and let them eat cake. I warmed this upstairs in the bedroom. It's a beautiful lavender scent that I like. So I enjoyed that one. Then I also warmed the day before. We're talking about like maybe Thursday. I'm filming this on Saturday. I warmed Summer Fair up in the bedrooms, and this is cotton candy, caramel apple, funnel cake, and Palo Santo. This was a softer one as well. I split this. This is probably about 3 ounces. So I split this between the 2 rooms, this room and the one next door. So I probably could have put a little bit more wax in this one. And yeah, this is a good summer scent. The caramel apple wasn't too caramely and wasn't too strong of an apple. I got a lot of the, I was going to say flannel, the funnel cake, and that cotton candy added some sweetness. So I enjoyed this one, but it was softer. This one is one that I made as well. This one, I called it Havana Beach Club. And I made this, when did we get together? Earlier in the year. And I got to play and make my own wax blend. So this one is green fig and coconut piped tobacco, sandalwood and coconut and salty sea air. Sounds like an odd combination. And I feel like this is why I can't, not that why I can't. I admire people who can do customs just by scent, just by the notes. For me, it's just so fun to smell, like to actually smell the oil, because I would never have thought to do this. And I feel weird saying this because this is my own creation, but I loved this scent. And I think when I made this one, I had smelled the oil green fig, and I'm like, I need to make something. So that was the starting point. I'm like, I need to make something with this scent oil, and then was playing around. This was a fantastic performer. I had this going on from 8 a.m. till after the live. So what was that? Close to 10 p.m. I mean, I ate dinner. And so I had this going definitely over 14 hours. And it was just starting to I could still smell it, but it was starting to die down. And I don't know what to say, but I feel weird talking about it because you can't have any. But that was a blend that I made that I'm very proud of. And then let's close this out with a couple of non-wax things. This is cotton cleanups. So this is the large ones. I had been hoarding these because Scentsy took them away in the springtime, but then bringing them back, bringing them back in the fall catalog. These are pricey, so I do like to get them half off or in a party closeout, but they're just so convenient. I mean, I can soak up probably about 4 or 5 warmers with a cotton cleanup, and I do love that. So I decided to take those out since they're coming back. And then from Bath & Body Works, I used up Sunshine Mimosa. So I've had this probably since 2022, maybe. And this has scent notes of bright, bubbly champagne and fresh citrus. This one's okay. I forgot to mention this no-no in my no-no. I found that champagne is one that I got to do that video over again, don't I? I forgot about champagne. Although it was fine in this. I liked it in this enough, but I'm over it. I'm totally over it. And then the fragrance spray, I'm over it. But look, I mean, I don't know if you can tell, it's down to here. So I'm going to call this empty, because if I turn this in any way to spray it like this or like this, it doesn't come out. So it has to be completely straight. So I'm going to call this done and empty. This is Sunshine Mimosa. It's not around, but I'm happy to have one less fragrance mist in my collection. And then I warmed, or melted, or warmed, I guess, lemon cake pop. I put this in the candle crock. Yeah, there's no scent left at all. And you can see that these things have moved. I think I cut them. I think what I'd done is I tried to burn off a little bit, and then I'll put it in the candle crock. So I had this in there for weeks. And so this is lemon cake pop. and that was really nice. And I had that going on days where I had lemon or like Fearless from Knowles Farm Scents and those kinds of things, or the tropical scents, which I feel like the lemon isn't going to bother it. But that is it. I feel like I've been talking for an hour, but probably not. But thank you so much for hanging out with me. And if you enjoy these kinds of videos, then consider giving me a thumbs up or subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. It does help other people find my channel, and I appreciate your time so, so much. I have been incredibly busy at work, and then of course making videos and editing and all that takes time as well, and it takes time away from me watching videos. So I am so behind in watching videos, so I even more appreciate all of you taking your time to watch this video. It means the world to me. Thank you so, so much, and I will keep plugging away, catching up where I can. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.